Oh yeah, so we got a huge co-main event this Saturday at UFC 291. It's a match between Jan Blachowicz and Alex Pereira, making his light heavyweight debut in the UFC. He's been at light heavyweight in kickboxing before. He did pretty well there. He knocked out one dude, and he went to a decision with this other guy, like the champion. So he was doing pretty decent over there, and he still had his power, but he wasn't as devastating as he was at middleweight, but he still had some power up there. But either way, we're gonna talk about how he can win. If I was in Pearl's camp, or if I was his coach or something, like I'd have to formulate a game plan, and the first thing I would say for Pearl to do is use that jab. Doesn't matter if it's to the head or body. Like Alex Pereira has got a stiff, hard jab. We've seen it snap Adesanya's head back. Like he's got a huge jab. He's got these big fists, and that left jab is the same left hand that he uses for his left hook. So he's got a ton of power in that. Blachowicz likes to kind of pull away from shots. So if Pereira can feint certain shots and blast him in the body with a stiff jab, I think that can do a lot of damage and help in setting up a lot of his offense. But the second thing I'm going to say he needs to do is use those leg kicks. Alex Pereira, one of his best weapon is his kicks. We've seen what he did with Adesanya in that fight. In his first UFC fight, he set up the dude with a jumping knee, which I'm going to mention that later. But he set him up with those leg kicks first. He was throwing them, and then eventually he kind of did a motion that looked similar to that. And then he just switched it to a jumping switch knee and knocked the dude out. So use those leg kicks. That's gonna get Blachowicz to he's got really good kicking defense, but you can use that to your advantage. Make him feint those kicks, make him think those are coming, and then go for something up at the head or something like that. But the third thing I'm gonna say he needs to do is use that flying knee. Alex Pereira has some devastating power in those knees, and he throws it up really, really good. Seen some of his fights, he uses it quite often. He used it in the first MMA fight versus Adesanya in his UFC debut. So it's a move that he uses quite often. So why not use it? And at some point, I think Blachowicz, with the altitude, he might get a bit sloppy with those takedowns. So intercept and move with that knee, and maybe get a knockout like that. But another way Alex Pereira is going to win this fight, or how he can beat Blachowicz, is with that left hook. Use the left hook to the body. Use it to the head. Set it up to the body, like I said. Blachowicz likes to lean back, and, if he hits him in the right spot, that can just put him down, hit the liver with the left hook to the body. So use that left hook, even to the head. It could even potentially hurt or even KO Blachowicz flat out. But those are the ways Alex Pereira beats Jan Blachowicz. Number 1, the jab. Number 2, the kicks. Number 3, the flying knee. And number 4, the left hook. And I think he could win, but check my prediction later this week.